600 horsepower on the start line with 4 other people around you, with bang bang noise on the launch, accelerating from 0 to 100 in 1.9 seconds, you know, and it's maybe 100 to 300 meters into the first corner. Your heart is outside the overall.
It's awesome. You wouldn't look at that car and think when you're launching that it's that insane. Your stomach drops and you're just, like you almost just want to start laughing.
I think when you're in the rallycross, it's pure instinct. It's just everything is happening so fast that you aren't really thinking so much. You're just going out there and you do what you know that you can do and just push as hard as you can and more or less just go crazy and then you will be fast.
But I get the kick and it's a fantastic feeling but everything happens so quickly, so you have to be very sharp.
Rallycross is one of the fastest growing motorsports in the world. Racing takes place on gravel and asphalt tracks which push man and machine to the limit, and the short, tight circuits never fail to produce intense wheel-to-wheel competition. After 40 years as a European competition, the World Rallycross Championship was launched in 2014. We recently headed to the second round of the campaign at Hockenheim, a venue famous for playing host to Formula One's German Grand Prix. The Rallycross was part of a bumper weekend of motorsport that included the German Touring Car Championship, or DTM, and the Audi Sport TT Cup. Martin Anayi is the managing director of the FIA World Rallycross Championship.
First year last year as a World Championship. It's really progressed beyond all of our imagination, really, because we've got the backing of people like DTM who have seen that actually rallycross can be an awesome sport to bring in young people into motorsport. And we can be quite flexible. We can come to incredible venues like Hockenheim. We can build our circuit within the stadium there, and we can deliver a great show. So I think it's a great step forward.
40, Mirra.
Among the drivers taking part at Hockenheim were American Top Gear host Tanner Faust and 22-year-old Anton Marklund, who finished 6th overall in last year's championship. The pair had a busy schedule as they were competing in both the Rallycross and the Audi Sport TT Cup over the weekend.
I think it's the tricky part is to just reset your brain because you have to think in 2 totally different ways. So TT Cup car, you have to really be precise over so long time and really push hard for 30 minutes. And in the Rallycross, you have to just be able to go out and explode and just do 4 laps, which is absolutely perfect.
The car used by Marklund in Rallycross is built to a completely different specification from the one he drives in the TT Cup. The Swedish driver invited us to take a closer look at his Audi S1 Quattro.
The tires on a Rallycross car is really soft, and I would say if you put them on a TT Cup car, they will be overheated already after 1 lap probably. And that's just because the tracks is really short in Rallycross. You have 4 laps and you have to be on pace from the first corner. So they're really soft to get the temperature up so we have the grip immediately. The cockpit is quite different. I have a handbrake to get the car around. So here's the handbrake. In the hairpins, you need to use the handbrake to get the rotation of the car that we don't have in the TT Cup car. So this is the exhaust system, which is spitting fire and doing those loud bams when we use the ALS system, and a really aggressive sound in this car when we're off throttle, actually.
But Marklund doesn't make the right kind of impact at Hockenheim. The 22-year-old is disqualified in his second heat for excessive contact and can't recoup enough points to qualify for the semi-finals. During the early stages, the standout competitor is Petter Solberg, who finishes in the top 2 in all but 1 of the heats. The 40-year-old Norwegian won the inaugural edition of the World Rallycross Championship last year and is hoping that his experience will prove pivotal again this season.
I've been driving for a long time, and you know, when you do something and you start something, you have an aim of winning. It's too many people who's doing sports that just want to be a part of it and enjoy it, but I want to enjoy, and I want to enjoy winning, and that feeling last year was great.
Alongside the established names like Solberg, a number of competitors here are making their rallycross debuts. 41-year-old American Dave Mirra is a BMX legend who's won 11 X Games gold medals. Although rallycross and BMX might appear to be poles apart, Mirra believes there are some transferable skills.
Riding a BMX bike, and sometimes you can't see and you're 20 feet off the ground, 25 feet off the ground, and it's all by feel. So I think that the aspect of driving by feel, I think I have a good insight on that.
Despite showing some encouraging signs in his BMW Mini, Mirra exits the competition early on. In the final, Petter Solberg lines up alongside 5 other drivers, including European champion Robin Larsson and 19-year-old Latvian Rainis Nitish. Solberg makes a strong start from pole position and leads from turn 1. After taking his joker lap, the longer outer section of track that each driver must negotiate once on lap 5, Solberg remains in front. He goes on to claim his first victory of the season and move to the top of the Drivers' Championship.
That's why I like rallycross. You know, maximum attack, 110% flat out, and winning at the same time is great. And I think I'm leading the World Championship with more now. So, but you know, everything can happen.
Subscribe now to our YouTube channel for the very best of Trans World Sports.